A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Welcome back to A+ English. I'm Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
And in our last episode, we were talking about a very famous author that goes by the pen name O. Henry.
Henry, yes.
And today we're going to look at one of his short stories and kind of evaluate it and see what it all means. Now, everyone, our warm-up question is, what can you see when you look out of the window at home or school?
Oh, so what can we see when we look out the window? I can see a highway.
Yeah, you can see a highway at our home, right?
Trees.
There's some trees.
Yes, and other buildings.
And other buildings,
A lot of other buildings.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, what about at school? When you're teaching, do some of your students sometimes look out the window and
Yeah.
gaze into the
I bet there are
sky?
cars, trees, people, pedestrians.
Yeah. Well, I know when I was going to school, I used to look out the window and imagine, oh, it's such a nice day. I wish I was outside probably rather than being inside. So, what do you guys see when you look out of the window at home or school?
O. Henry and the Last Leaf. Warm-up question. What can you see when you look out of the window at home or school?
Sue and Johnsy are young artists. They live together in Greenwich Village, New York City. Their neighbor, Berman, is an old artist. He's not a very good artist, but he hopes to paint a masterpiece. In winter, Johnsy gets very sick with pneumonia and can only stay in bed. A doctor tells Sue,
She has to want to live to get better.
We're going to read one of O. Henry's short stories. Sue and Johnsy are young artists.
Oh, they're artists. So, are you good at art?
No.
Because I'm not.
No, I'm not good at art. I can draw a little, but not too well.
Okay, but are there any artists that you like?
Oh, are there any artists I like? Well, I do like this one artist, and nobody knows who he is, really. Nobody knows his identity or his real name. He goes by the name of Banksy, and he's a street artist.
Oh.
But I really don't follow, honestly, the art scene. So if you told me, oh, this art is very good or this art is very bad, I wouldn't really know the difference.
So I know Picasso. I know Andy Warhol.
Okay, wow.
And maybe just these two.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, these two people, they're artists, and you might be wondering, well, where do artists live? Well, our article says they live together in Greenwich Village in New York City.
So what kind of village is it? Is it big, small, new, or old? Or is it a village where artists live?
Yeah, it's kind of a little area in New York City where it's small. It's also has the reputation where a lot of artists, actors, and they all live there. It's a very kind of open community and very free thinking, you could say, maybe.
Cool.
And finding out more about these two couples, it says their neighbor, Behrman, is an old artist.
Okay, so what are the two people's name again?
Sue and Johnsy.
Sue and Johnsy, and they had a neighbor.
Yeah.
Whose name was?
Behrman.
Behrman, okay.
Yeah, and he's he's an artist as well. They're all in this community in Greenwich, New York. But our article says he's not a very good artist, but he hopes to paint a masterpiece.
Okay, so he wants to create something that's really big, something that can amaze people.
Yeah.
And we can call it a masterpiece.
Very good, yeah. He hopes that, this big painting maybe one day can make him famous and rich and get all the accolades that he wants or desires. Well, deep diving further into the article, everyone, it says, in winter, John-C gets very sick with pneumonia and can only stay in bed.
Pneumonia, 肺炎啊.
Yeah.
What are some of the symptoms for pneumonia? Like a lot of coughing?
Yeah, pneumonia is really not good. It's very bad. You get the chills, so you feel cold. You get the fever, so you're very hot and you're cold. You start to have trouble breathing and you're coughing a lot, like you said. So a lot of people, as they get older, this can really, hurt somebody's health and it could maybe even lead to death. Well, finding out more, a doctor tells Sue she has to want to live to get better.
Okay, this is very important. Your mood and your strong will to live make a big difference.
Right, yeah.
So Sue herself needs to know for sure that she wants to continue to live.
She needs to focus on herself, get enough rest, get better, and try to actually not just give up, right? Okay.
John-C looks out the window at a tree next to a wall. She counts
12, 11, 10.
Sue asks,
What are you counting?
John-C says,
The leaves are falling very fast now. When the last leaf falls, I have to go too.
All right, so as we're looking at this article and this short story, we realize, oh no, it's John-C that's very sick.
Oh, John-C.
Not Sue, it's John-C. He's the one that is feeling terrible and maybe is on death's doorstep, we could even say.
Okay.
So our article then says, John-C looks out the window at a tree next to a wall.
So what's on that tree that she's looking at?
All right, well, we don't know yet, but our article says she counts 12, 11, 10.
Okay, what do you think he's counting?
What do I think he's counting? Maybe apples on the tree?
Yeah, or birds on the tree.
Oh, good guess. But you're not quite right. Sue asks, what are you counting? John-C says, the leaves are falling very fast now.
Oh, so she's counting the leaves.
Yeah, he's counting the leaves.
John-C is a girl too. Sue is a girl.
Okay.
They're both girls.
All right, bingo. Well, they are counting the leaves and they're falling down. So what does that mean? It says, when the last leaf falls, I have to go too.
Oh no, this is so sad, right?
It is. It's a little bit dramatic and very sad.
So first we know that she's sick and she got pneumonia and the doctor told her that you need to want to live.
Right.
So that you can live. If you give up yourself, then you won't be able to live.
Right. Have you ever gotten so sick where you thought that, oh, I can't go on another day or thought about dying?
Yeah, when I got COVID.
Really?
Right, I was feeling really bad.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
Well, yeah, I had cancer once. Okay. And so I was really looking out the window, wondering if, something, worse sickness might happen to me. And I was in a wheelchair for quite some time. So yeah, you really do have to focus on yourself to try not to give up. And that's kind of some of the message that we're learning in this story. Whereas, even though you could be sick and even though they are artists, and they're enjoying this life, some things, terrible things can happen, but it's important not to give up.
Yeah, and now we know that John-C's counting the leaves on the tree. And what did she say again?
Well, we don't know quite yet. We're going to guess maybe what those leaves mean in her mind.
Oh, okay. So now we have to look at our vocabulary words. 今天看到第一个单字是 artist 这个名词，指的是艺术家。那你会发现哦，它是 art 艺术加上字尾的 ist 组成的一个名词，所以画家啦、雕刻家、陶艺家这些都是 artists。那现在呢，连歌手啦、音乐人也会被称作是 artist。那你在某些形容词或是名词之后加上 ist，就会变成点点点的人，某种人，也就是 art 加上 ist。artist science 后面你把字尾改成 tist， 那就会变成 scientist 科学家，还有像是 dentist 好跟牙齿相关的牙医，还有 novelist 小说家 pianist 钢琴家，好，这些都是这样子的组成。那单字例句说到呢，The artist signed her name at the bottom of the painting. 这名艺术家在画作的底部签上了他的名字。那第二个我们要看到的是动词 hope， 指的是希望、期望。I hope that 后面加上主词以及动词，那就是我希望有这件事情发生。For example, I hope that you can give me a call. 希望你可以打电话给我。那这个 that, I hope that 的 that 是可以省略的哦。那另外，如果你想要直接加上一个原形动词的话也可以，那你要说 hope to do something。好，那还有一个用法是我希望如此，我希望也是这样发生，你可以说3个字，那就是 I hope so。I hope so。那另外呢 ，hope 也可以当作名词使用哦。那我们来看单字例句吧。单字例句说的是 Patrick hopes to travel around the world when he grows up. Patrick 希望长大之后能够环游世界。那第三个是个动词 count， 指的是数数。或是呢点点点的数目，那这边呢他说 Please count from 1 to 10， 那就会是要人家从1数到10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10把它数完。那如果你看到 count 后面加了人或物品的话，那就是数那些人或物品的数量。For example, the teacher counted the students in the classroom， 代表老师呢就去数了在教室里面学生的数量。那如果你看到 count 字尾加上 able 变成 countable， 那就是形容词可以数的。所以我们都说，可数名词就是 countable nouns， 不可数名词那就是 uncountable nouns。uncountable 这个形容词呢就是不可数的。单字例句给的是呢 Wendy counts the eggs in the basket before she pays for them. Wendy 结账之前先清点篮子里面蛋的数量。那第四个单字是 leaf 名词，指的就是叶子了。那单数是 leaf， 复数怎么办呢？要去掉 f 加上 ves 变成 leaves。那当我们说正在掉落的叶子，那就是 falling leaves。那如果是已经掉落在地面上的，你可以说是 fallen leaves。那单字例句给的是呢 The leaves on the trees turn red when fall comes. 秋天来临的时候，树上的叶子会转红。那最后到了 Magic Box， 我们要讲的是现在进行式的 what 的问句还有答句，也就是你用 what 疑问词放在句首，然后搭配现在进行式，你可以怎么样去问问题呢？比如说第一个 What are you doing？ 问的就是你现在正在做什么。那还有像是呢 What are you eating？ 你现在正在吃什么？或者是 What are you watching？ 你现在正在看什么？你都可以这样问。那回答怎么办？当然就是主词加上 be 动词再加上 being 就可以了。像是第一个问你 What are you doing？ 你说 I'm learning English， 我正在学英文啊。好，第二个 What are you eating？ I'm eating an apple， 我正在吃一颗苹果啊。What are you watching？ I'm watching a movie， 我正在看一场电影啊。那最后我们就要去 review time 的地方咯。
Review time.
Okay, everyone, now it's our review time. Let's review the words that we learned throughout the article. First word is artist.
名词艺术家。
Next word is hope.
动词希望、期望。
The third word is count.
动词数数或是点点的数目，就是点多少个这样。
And the last word is leaf.
名词叶子。
Okay. So, what do you know about artists? Would you want to be one?
Oh, so we're doing some discussion, right?
Yeah, we're just going to have a
What do
discussion.
you know about artists? I know that artists are very artistic.
Yes.
Okay, they might be good at drawing, singing,
dancing. Yeah, that's the thing, right? When we say art or artist, it's not just about drawing or painting. There's different formats of art like dancing, hip-hop dancing, and all those different types of
you
forms.
can also call them artists.
Exactly.
But would I want to be one? No, because I'm bad at art.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I probably wouldn't be the best at it.
Okay, number 2.
All right.
Do you hope to do something or achieve anything?
Do I hope? What is hope? 希望, right?
不是
Oh, no.
希望
希望. Okay. Do I hope to do something or achieve something? Yes, I hope maybe one day we can buy a house in Taipei.
Woohoo!
But that's a pretty big hope, right? All right, number 3.
Oh, can you count from 1 to 20 in Mandarin?
Can you?
Of course.
All right,
I
let's
speak
see.
Chinese.
Oh, okay. So, do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 1 to 10. How about that?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 好不好？
Can you do 11 to 20?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, good job.
17, 18, 19, 12. Sure.
What about 20?
20, I forget. What's 20?
20. You say 2 first and then
20.
对20.
Good
job.
There we go. And our 4th question to you is, what can leaves do?
Oh, what can leaves do?
Yeah, what can leaves do?
Leaves can fall.
Leaves can fall.
Leaves can make the tree more beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know leaves can do something
else?
special for the air, for the tree,
Okay.
for the world.
Well, think of something easy. Like the color of your shirt, right, is what? Pink. So what can leaves also do? They can turn colors.
They can turn colors.
Leaves can turn colors in fall, right? Sometimes some green leaves turn into red leaves or brown leaves and so forth.
Okay,
so leaves
okay.
can turn colors.
好啦，那我们今天的课文就讲到这边咯。那想知道今天的影片内容可以如何运用在生活当中吗？赶快来空中家教和老师1对1练习吧。那我们明天见咯，拜拜。